Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with an overview and overlooked gems combination. So if you wanted to hear somebody babble about the new Yes Super Deluxe talk thing, whatever it is, then you came to the right place, because that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, we're talking about Talk. It was the album came out by Yes in '94. And they have recently done the 30th anniversary of it. Came out a couple weeks ago, a box set. I, however, did not get this box set. Thought about it long and hard. Actually, have heard everything on it, and actually own everything that's already on this. So I didn't really see any need for me to get it. So if you got nobody out there, you know, whoever out there doesn't have this stuff already, you might want to get it. The price on it seemed a little bit extreme. I think you could probably get everything separately on here cheaper than what the box set is, but if you're a completist, whatever, you can get it. So what the box set is, because I said I was going to do an overview of it, you get 4 discs. You get the original album, remastered, then there's what's called Talk Versions, which is already available as, I think it's called the Alternate Talk. If you can find that out, there's some bootlegs and stuff of it. It's all been released on other stuff. There's nothing here that's unreleased. You get, the calling, you get the 3 different versions of that. And then 3 and 4 are both a live concert from Canandaigua, New York, on June 19th of '94. They're kind of saying that's all previously unreleased, which is probably true as far as record labels go. I don't think it's ever been officially released as anything. However, this is out there in bootleg forms, pretty easy to find. I mean, seriously, just get on whatever search engine you use, type in Canandaigua, New York, 6/19/94, Yes bootleg, and you'll find it. And you'll probably find a lot, actually. There's a lot of Yes bootlegs out there. There's a ton from this tour. There's so much Yes bootlegs out there that I have that is probably more than I'm ever going to be able to listen to in my lifetime. I did, however, listen to this concert, and it's recorded very well. These are all soundboard recordings. They're the ones you'll find, at least the ones I have found, are all soundboard recordings, so it's not like somebody's standing in the middle of the audience with a tape recorder, just kind of getting all the audience talking stuff. This is actual soundboard recording. Unedited. It's got a lot of the stuff from the Talk album on here, and there's a few of the stuff from the earlier days. You got Changes is on here, which is cool. Hearts, which is a song that I don't remember hearing live too much. Rhythm of Love. A lot of the newer stuff, obviously. They did Cinema, City of Love. This songs you don't normally hear live, so it's kind of cool if you can find that, which I know you can. That's all out there. And they actually end with Walls and Endless Dream on that concert. And it's funny because Johnny Anderson, he makes a little comment before they do Endless Dream that he doesn't think he can remember all the lyrics, so he kind of has a little notebook up there. And there was another little comment he made before, I can't remember what song it was, I Seen All Good People maybe, where he makes a comment that he can't find his plectrum, so he doesn't know if he's going to be able to play, and then Trevor Abrams says, "You better, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do any fills." So there's a couple, a little banner in there is kind of funny. So anyway, it's enjoyable listening to. If you want to buy this just to get that, and you don't want to hunt down the bootleg, then feel free. The price tag, like I said, is kind of high. It was like $80-$90 just for what they give you here, which isn't much. I don't think there was any bonus stuff in here either, like booklets or whatever, but I could be wrong there, but didn't get it. I was actually going to talk about this one as an overlooked gem before I even knew this was coming out, because this is an overlooked gem. It is kind of most notably known as, and it was promoted as, the very first album ever recorded completely digital. Don't know if that's 100% accurate or not, but that is what they were toting it as, was the very first album recorded completely digital. I know they took a couple, Mac computers and kind of hooked them up together, and it was a big deal because it took up 34 gigabytes of memory, which, today is like what a flash drive holds, so like kind of not a big deal nowadays, 30 years later, but back then it was a big deal. And I've heard the remaster version of this, because they actually did a remaster back in 2015. I think there was another one in 2002, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. In 2015 they did a remaster with the special version of The Calling added on. So if you don't have this album at all, because it's been out of print for quite a while, and if you want that song, And that extra bonus thing, that it is available. It's been available since 2015. You know, if you can buy this, even the new version here, the 2024 release, they've actually released just a single disc version of it as well. So if you want to get the album, just to have the album, and you haven't had it, which, why wouldn't you have this album? This album's so cool. But you should, you know, get that way anyway, if you need it on disc. Otherwise, you can hunt down with the original one. I actually have an original version of this. I think the mastering, the sound of that one is perfect. I didn't see any need for a remaster, my personal opinion. I mean, it was all digital. There wasn't a whole lot needed to be done. There wasn't like a lot of noise or bad recordings or anything like that. If they boosted a few things here and there, I think it sounds much thinner, the remaster. I like the original just because it sounds fuller and thicker. It's the way that Trevor Rabin envisioned it, because he was the one engineering this one in his home studio. And I love every single song on here. I remember hearing The Calling on the radio all the time, and Walls. The Calling is Johnny Anderson sings that on Walls. Trevor ended up singing that one. Actually, it was co-written by Roger Hodgson of Supertramp, so that was kind of a cool little thing. And the song I Am Waiting is one of my favorite Yes songs. The melody in that one, and just the guitar melody and the singing, and somehow Johnny Anderson has a way with his lyrics of invoking emotions, even though you don't know what he's singing about half the time. That's just one of the songs that did that for me. And then Endless Dream is like just an epic masterpiece that I think is one of the ones that holds up there with their other big epics. John Anderson actually has been on record saying that's one of his favorite, and he wishes people had heard that more. I agree with him. The people should have heard this album more. For whatever reason, it wasn't promoted all that well, and just has been out of print. It's not just not a thing anymore. It wasn't really big on people's radar, but if you're a Yes fan, I'm sure you know about it. This is the era of Yes that kind of drew me in, just because that's where I was at that point in life. You know, as a teenager, 90125 came out, and that's what kind of led me to find all the other versions, and I followed them ever since. I think this is like their last really good album. Like, honestly, I think from this point on, they kind of started getting weaker and weaker. You know, the Keys of Ascension, you know, Magnification. Magnification, I think, was a great concept. I don't think they pulled it off quite as well as it could have been. That was where they got rid of the keys and they wanted to just use an orchestration for all that part, for all the other parts that would have been keys. And then Open Your Eyes was kind of a weak album, I thought, too. And pretty much everything they've done since then has been just kind of okay. So my personal opinion, I just think this is the last really good Yes album there was, although it's the more, at that point in time, was the modern version of Yes. There's not a song I would skip over on this one. That's why I would have had it as my overlooked gems, which I guess I'm still doing. So that's just my personal opinion on all of that. Not trying to stir anything up here, but that's just, you know, the way we look at music. We all come into it in different eras, and we find things in different ways, and this is where I came to find Yes, was in this point in time, and still really love this album. So as always, I welcome you to share your feelings, thoughts, comments, whatever down below. If you've heard the new version, you bought the new version, what do you think of it? Like, share, and subscribe to keep this music alive, because I think I would love to hear some more stuff from Yes. Even the new version of the band, I like the albums. Doesn't really hold up to talk, I don't think, but I still like the new stuff. I would like to hear some new stuff. The new Trevor Rabin album's kick butt, by the way, so get that. Johnny Anderson's out there doing some stuff with the Band Geeks. I think they have a new album or something they're working on, so that'd be kind of cool here. If there's stuff on YouTube that you should check out of his, I think it's all really cool stuff, so that's worth checking out in my opinion as well. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, keep music alive, just like I just said, and we will talk to you in the next one. See ya!